Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the Newark Department of Public Safety headquarters located at 480 Clinton Avenue. My name is Raul Malave. I am the Assistant Public Safety Director here in Newark, and it is my honor to serve as the Master of Ceremony for this morning's event. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge some distinguished guests that are with us here this beautiful morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have Michael Morgan, who we lost in the line of duty in 2011. We have his mother, Phyllis Mama Morgan. Thank you, Ms. Morgan, for always supporting us. We have Michael Clegg's family here, I think represented by Tammy Clegg, his sister, and Rosalia Clegg, his mother. Thank you very much. We have Marcus Thomas's family here. We have his brother, Hernandez Thomas, with us. Thank you, sir. We have Special Police Officer Tobin Furr's family here. We have Gwendolyn Furr, his wife, and Donna Furr Hall, his sister. Thank you very much. If I missed any other family members here, thank you very much for being here. So today's a beautiful day in Newark. We are honored to welcome the Beyond the Call of Duty group and the End of Watch Riders here in our great city. The End of Watch Ride to Remember is offered by Beyond the Call of Duty, an organization with a mission to annually honor fallen police officers and their families by visiting the law enforcement agencies where they served. The group left Spokane, Washington on May 28th with a plan to visit each law enforcement agency across the country that lost an officer during the year 2020. The riders, led by their founder, Jagroot Shaw, a former Washington State Deputy Sheriff, arrived with a 40-foot trailer wrapped in photos of each of nearly 330 law enforcement officers nationwide who gave his or her life in the line of duty this past year. All of us here in the city of Newark, thank you for honoring our fallen heroes and welcome you to our great city. Thank you very much, Mr. Shaw. Without further ado, it's my great honor to call forth for a few words the Public Safety Director for our city, Brian A. O'Hara.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out, and Deputy Sheriff J.C. Shaw, I can't thank you enough for putting this all together. This is absolutely incredible. Deputy Shaw is a retired sheriff's officer from the state of Washington, from central Washington, and he's organized this ride each year to go across the country and to bring awareness and to remember the law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty over the previous year. And it's always commendable to do that, and it's always important that we remember those who were lost and who gave their lives in service to their community and to our country. However, this year is particularly difficult. There's some 339 officers whose lives were lost during 2020 from 194 different departments. If you look around at the photos on the trailer here today, you'll see that it's from virtually every corner of our country. Big cities, small towns, folks from every different nationality and ethnic background, and it's absolutely incredible. And it's a year unlike no other, right? We remember 2001, we'll be honoring those who were lost in 9/11 next month. But still, this last year was actually worse than that because of the pandemic, and it's especially heartbreaking. But there's one thing we always say in law enforcement when we're talking about line of duty deaths. It's not how those men and women died that makes them heroes, it's how they lived. And I think it's especially important to remember the true heroes throughout their careers, no matter how long or short they may have been. And that's the families that are left behind. Those are the folks who are there and are always understanding when we have to go to work, when we have to stay late, have to work an extra shift, when we're not there for our children's baseball games and other family events and holidays. And it's always the families who gives us the strength that we need to carry on. So we especially want to remember them today as they carry on and continue their family members' legacies. The End of Watch group has traveled over 18,000 miles to be here today. And that's a relevant number because there's over 18,000 police departments in the United States, nearly 1 million law enforcement officers. And obviously the vast majority of them live their lives honorably in service to their community and would do the same thing that these men and women did if called upon. At this time, I'd like to bring forth the president of the Newark Fraternal Order of Police, Detective James Stewart, who will assist us as we remember our fallen Newark police officers. Newark Special Police Officer Tolbert A. Furr, 59 years old, end of watch, April 3rd, 2020. Newark Police Officer Michael Connors, 58 years old, end of watch, April 30th, 2020. Lieutenant Michael Clegg, 53 years old, end of watch, May 10th, 2020. Detective Irving Callender, 43 years old, end of watch, August 22nd, 2020. And Detective Marcus Thomas, 50 years old, end of watch, September 28th, 2020. At this time, I'd like to have a moment of silence on behalf of these five and all of our fallen Newark police officers. We'd like to say that we hope this ride does not have to come back through Newark again next year, but we know that's not the case. Already this year, we've lost Newark Police Officer Hector Moya and Detective Brian McAdams. So we look forward to honoring their lives and their families next year. At this time, I'd like to bring up Deputy Sheriff J.C. Shah from the state of Washington, who organized this great event across the country, for his remarks. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Director, for allowing us humbly to come to this beautiful city and honor these beautiful men that were lost in 2020. As the Director mentioned, we have 339 beautiful men and women on our memorial, and each officer had a lot of history. Each one leaves behind a family, whether it's children that are growing up, that are 2 years old, 6 months old, 5 months old, whether it's a mother that is elderly. Each one served their community, their city, their state, their county. And it's our honor to recognize this. It's our honor to make sure that they are not forgotten. It's our honor to make sure that everyone realizes that these beautiful heroes are not forgotten. For without them, these servants could not do what they do for their cities and communities. Please follow us on Facebook. Please follow us on our media. Please remember and love all of these beautiful men and women, and please don't forget about them. So from our hearts, thank you and bless you all.
Thank you, Director O'Hara and Deputy Sheriff Shaw, for those words. This concludes this morning's ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to thank Captain Ray Montalvo of the Newark Fire Division, of the Newark Fire Division's Pipes and Drum Band. Thank you again for making our ceremony all the better. Members of the Newark Fire Department Ladder 5 and Ladder 11 for flying our nation's flag. And Newark Police Division Mounted and Traffic Units. You guys do a great job every day. Thank you very much. I also want to give, on behalf of Mayor Baraka, Director O'Hara, Chief Douglas, and the entire public safety family, we want to once again give a very special thanks to Mr. Shaw and the members of Beyond the Call of Duty and End of Watch Riders for making the long journey across the country to honor our fallen members. God bless you, and Godspeed on your journey. Thank you very much.